Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. In the booth
how
with
you
me.
doing?
Hello, Dan Wallace, and Ashi Fatchler here in the booth with you.
Wonderful to be in the booth with you again, sir.
Same here. We are looking at Vilmos folders playing Ernesto Dominguez. Race to 7 on the loser's side. Here at On Cue in La Mesa, California. Those of you who don't know, one of the premier rooms in Southern California.
Well, the match has been rolling pretty well today. Things seem to be going very smoothly.
Notice that starting off the Fargo rate for Vilmos stands on 64% and 36 to Ernesto. This will change, of course, throughout the match. And I want to thank our sponsors, Kamui Products, Cheqio, CSI, and of course the On Cue.
Seems like a big percentage swing there. I wouldn't have expected it to be that high.
You know, and it'll change, of course, throughout the match. But Vilmos has a track record. Yeah. He's a monster, especially when it rides all the money. My money's on Vilmos, and I know how well Ernesto can play. I mean, he can really play well, as we both know.
Oh yeah, I've played against him a lot over the years. He's got a long shot on the 2 here. He has to draw back if he wants a reasonable shot on the 3. He may be playing just to put it in.
Yeah, just to... Yeah, there you go, see?
Oh, very nicely done. I thought he was going to catch the tip there.
He's straight in, so if the 4 clears, which it seems like it clears, he's just going to stop right there and play the 4 in the other pocket.
So what I like is... he decided to try to push through that ball to get an up angle on the 4. I wouldn't have left it where it was or draw back just a hair to go 2 rails past the 9 and come out back up table for the 6 down the court. But he pushed through it.
Yeah, I think that so after the 5, he wants to swing up to come.
So, of course, what he really wanted was to push down about another inch, maybe a little more, and be able to come above the 6.
But now he'll take what the table
Here it
gives
is. He's going to get it anyway. Yeah. He got a good angle there.
Right there.
He got a good angle.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to have to go below it in a minute there.
Below it is dangerous for him. You know, he doesn't want to do that, so he preferred to come up to give himself the better angle on that 7. Ooh, just a bit short from where he wanted to be. First match jitters.
Yeah, he's got a reasonable shot here. You know, he likes to cut these balls pretty firm. He might run all the way to the other side rail and come back out to the angle instead of floating it.
Right. Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you know, and you know, the firmer you hit them, the more they hold the line.
Now he has to sort of power it down the rail.
Looks like he's got a beautiful line to just draw straight back.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what he did. And with that, trying not to give it the commentator's jinx, this 9 ball will put him on the map.
That is some clean ball pocketing.
He's in the books. That makes it 1-0 for Vilmos. Vilmos will be breaking.
I remember when Vilmos first showed up in the country, and I thought, okay, that's a talented young player who's got some quirks in his game, and we'll see where that goes. And over time, he's really started to develop nicely. He's settled well into a nice, comfortable spot for him as a player, and it seems like he's starting to really own his game and his persona around the table. He's looking very impressive these days.
I think one of the things that made a big change for him, he moved to Vegas so he can play constantly, play some of the best players that swing through town. I think that really helped him with his game. Oh, how solid did he hit those? And
he gets a shot on the 2 because the cue ball got away from him. All right. Got a nice little roll there.
Do you up the 2 rail and come underneath the 3? That won't help him. He wants to draw back and come above it.
He's gonna punch down to the rail and come straight up the table to where he's looking right now, I think.
Take a little bit more of a cut on that 3,
and
then double the rails to make the 4.
He might be looking to make the 4 in the side pocket, is what I think. Just float the cue ball back towards him when he shoots this. take the cut on the 4 and come 2 rails out of top corner for the 6. Yeah, and
he got off.
He got a weird angle for floating that, so I'm glad he got up on that when he started questioning. There it is.
Now all he has to do is make the 4, 2, 3 rails.
If he gets dead straight in on the 6 off this 4, he can draw back for the 7 in the side. But what he really wants is a nice comfortable angle.
Yeah, because
play the 7 in the top corner.
The 7 doesn't clear the 8, so he has to play it in one of the other pockets.
Oh,
so he loaded it with inside the English.
He got flattened up on that ball. They didn't have to go around the table.
And that gives him the angle to go to the left-hand side of the 7.
It gives him the angle to go all the way to the end rail and come back up if he wants and play it
in the side,
in the top corner.
In the top corner. I thought in the side.
Yeah, it's a natural as long as you can force that angle down correctly. And you have to take a little bit of a weird shot after that. Just a little bit off angle. You got to create something, but it's all right.
Yeah, if you look, you can see the room is packed with spectators all around the table. A lot of rail birds.
This is a good little shot. Just straight draw shot. It's gonna kill the cue ball off the 7, go straight to the rail and come back out. This is the kind of shot he hits real well.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
No, he ran into it. He didn't want to.
Didn't hit it quite well enough.
Sighed a little bit after that hit. Still, we are talking Vilmos.
Well, he is.
Look at that speed.
He's wheeling pretty free, isn't he?
He is. You know, to a certain degree, he's already on the loser side. And I asked earlier on, I asked one of the commentators who put Vilmos on the loser side, and the answer was Vilmos.
Yeah.
So I think he's frustrated. I think he's sort of trying to get his numbers,
sure.
Get out on his own break, and make a mark. 2 up in a race to 7, that's nothing to sneer at. Notice that now Vilmos has 83% under the Fargo rate.
Yeah,
83% to win.
But, you know, the first few games that are race to 7 swing those percentages dramatically.
Exactly.
We don't really know until we get a little ways into the match. A good solid
Ernesto
number.
also sort of let the cue ball loose a little bit. He floated down. He got an angle for the 1, but that's not what he wanted to do.
And, of course, the big problem here
is the 5 to the 7.
In the long run, he might be looking at the 5-7 combination.
Yeah.
Because going 5 to 6 with the 7 blocking his route is virtually impossible. You have to kind of try to get lucky
Move
there.
it out of the way, yeah. He might deal with it. No, I don't see any time sooner.
He can, 1 on the side, then 2, get an angle on the 4 to come 2 rails out of the left corner there and go back down for straight in on the 5-7. It's not. It's a reasonable way to do it.
It is reasonable. Plus, if he can swing into the 9, just touch it, then he's perfect for that 5. Yeah,
you mean to come down for the 5 directly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's tight. And it looks like he's going to play it.
Yeah, see?
Looks like that's what he's going to go for.
He's going to stop in the middle of the table, so he doesn't run into any danger there with the 9 ball. He doesn't want to accidentally get behind the 7. He's just going to stop in the middle of the table, just like that.
What he does have is he's got the angle on the 5, so he can probably... looks like he got there real nicely.
Now he's perfect, yeah. Now all he has to do is...
He might still have to just bump the 7 to run out of there, but I don't know. Looks like he's massaging it. Nope.
No, he bumped the 7. Yeah, he used the 7, in fact, to create the angle that he wanted.
That's what I was going to say before he got that angle on the 4.
He's a bit straight here, but nothing that he can't correct with a little bit of draw shot. Punch that 6 in. Yeah, see? Punch that 6 in. Oh.
Left himself a nice angle.
Yeah, his shoulders just slumped when he took a look at that. And he's like, I didn't have to be here. And that puts him on the map. Oh, where are you rolling?
It's fine.
That's fine. Wow. Ernesto is looking at that ball, and if he had lasers in his eyes, he'd make 2 holes in that ball just now as it was rolling towards the pocket. Just so you know, for this tournament, no pattern racking, and the 2 ball always goes in the back of the pack.
Yep. Yep.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Kamui Products, Cheqio, and CSI Productions.
He's letting that cue ball slip on him.
He is. He's getting a good spread, but he's leaving the cue ball down table, and since he's making the 1, he's getting the 2, but if he doesn't make the 1, he's in trouble.
From back here, I can almost see it looks like he can weasel that 7 down.
Yeah, it seems like the 7 goes. It's tight, but he has to hit it with just the right touch to clear that 8.
So what you
and
have,
he knows that
so what
too.
you have here is a nice safety. You can bank the 2 down under the 9 and run the cue ball up to the top rail and get it against the side rail to the right after that.
I think he's doing the opposite.
He's going the opposite way.
He's going the opposite way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a lot of options
Use
there.
that 8. Yeah.
There are a lot of options there.
I think we'll see. I don't think Ernesto will get the jump cue. He might, but the problem is if he hits it just off, the cue ball will fly off the table.
Or he can even throw the object ball if he hops into it. Yeah.
No, he's going for his jump cue.
Well, you know, if you jump it at a medium pace and you hit it real thick and just a little to the right side of the 2, cue ball comes back down table, 2 ball double banks up table. You might even get lucky and cue ball go down there behind the 9.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a bad
Hit
shot.
the 9. Yeah, no.
Might just go right down below it and stop there. You know?
What he wants is sort of a shallow angle jump. He doesn't want to get too much air. He just wants to clear that 6 ball.
Yeah.
And, you know, from my vantage point, he doesn't have to clear the entire 6 ball. He may be able to just jump part of it, which allows him to shoot a bit shallower.
As long as strategically, on jumping, as long as strategically you have a chance to shoot a shot that allows you to contact the object ball heavy, then how the cue ball will respond after contact gets surprisingly predictable.
That's exactly what he tried to do. He tried to shoot shallow, but he just caught the edge of that 6 ball.
And it looks like the 3 is now tied up, but he lined up a 7-8 combo there that's not too hard to shoot.
Yeah. Vilmos is walking around the table trying to see where he wants to go for the 3 ball.
Goes in the corner he's standing by just that second. It goes all the way down. And it's a pretty safe shot to try to come up between the 3-6 because the 5 is easy in the side pocket, and that's what he's going to do right here.
Yeah.
You just float it up there and try to bump the bottom side of the 6. Try to hit the rail just below the 6 and then bump the 6.
He took
Does the 3 ball go?
You know, he might be able to push it by.
I don't think so.
I don't think so,
He's playing
but
the
he
combo.
might.
He's playing the combo.
Or a safety. See, Vilmos loves his safeties. He'll take the 3 to the double it.
There's no good safety.
No.
He's going to play
He's
the
trying
combination.
it. Yeah, he's going to try and fit it in. Hit it off the 6.
It's a combination. Yeah. That ball didn't go.
That.
Well,
and the 7-8 is on as a
the
combo.
3 ball goes in the side. The problem is you have to hit it so dainty to make sure it drops that you can't create a decent angle on the 5. Okay,
he might have to go 3 rails.
He's gonna roll this.
Yeah, he'll go 3 rails after that 5.
This is nice. This is nice. I like the way he did here. So he's gonna go all the way to the rail with the cue ball and come all the way
come back.
table.
Yeah,
that's nicely done.
It also means that he doesn't have to hit them with any power, and these tables are pretty tight. The Dominguez family are the ones who set them up.
You see how he brought the cue ball down to that diamond? The diamond that hit, the diamond above the side pocket, was the very bottom of his miss zone. You know, the range that he was aiming for, because he didn't want to get any closer to that side pocket.
I think the problem is what he's looking at now is what will happen to the 7 after the combo. He wants to leave it so that he has an angle. So he's thinking, where do I want the cue ball? And it's right sort of between the 8 and the rail area. That's where he wants the cue ball to be. Right there. And he missed it. He missed it and left the 7 on for Ernesto.
That wasn't... He really didn't put any time into that combination.
And this is sort of critical because this is the difference between 3-1 and 2-2.
Don't get stuck on a rim. That's fine.
Those of you...
He just kind of left on that combination. I didn't like that at all.
Those of you who didn't hear earlier on, there are only 2 rules to pool. Don't get on the rail and don't get on the rail.
And that combination he had, he was getting down on that shoot too quickly. I didn't have a chance to talk about it. The problem is, if he had shot that to actually make it, the 7 ball doesn't drop down below the 9. It floats out into the middle of the table somewhere, and now he's got to manipulate the cue ball to get a shot up into the side pocket or something. Or he's got to hit it harder and let the 7 run toward the 9, and hopefully he gets a shot. To control it at that speed and get to float below the 9, he has to cut that 8 thin. And then it can do what happened. That's what happens.
You know,
easily miss it.
We're also used to seeing these pros, hour after hour after hour, stay consistent with a shot, do what they plan on doing. But, just this one moment of not paying attention, and you see the result. I mean, Villmos, any day, that combination, he'd make it any day of the week.
What is with the cue ball dropping low? Why are they letting that happen?
There's a possibility that they both let up on their break a little bit, and
possible. Ernesto did there. He didn't try to hit it hard.
Here's what might be working here. Earlier on, Oscar, Ernesto's son, broke twice, and twice he scratched. It actually cost him his match. There's a possibility that the magic rack that they're using, the holes in it just a little bit worn, and that's causing them to scratch. So they'd rather shoot it a little bit softer than power through it and have it jump back into the pocket.
And then the other possibility, it's quite possible that the magic rack is perfect. And the way that the cloth where the spot is and the spot itself has worn underneath the 1 ball is getting it to sit in such a way that the cue ball gets loose on you if you hit it hard. It's possible.
It's possible. That was a nice shot right now.
It was lovely.
He's going to try and float up 1 rail and back down.
No, I think he's going to...
Double the rail, double the pocket?
I wouldn't do that. I'd shoot it in the top corner with straight draw and cinch it down.
No, see? He's going into the side and going up and down with the cue ball. It's a straight line.
Isn't the 3 ball's open, right?
Yeah, it's open. See? Double that.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Right here.
Use the 9.
No, here's the problem. That's why you don't do that. You have to shoot it in the top corner, cinch it against the side rail below the side pocket, and it doesn't matter how steep an angle you leave yourself on the 3. You're coming back up table off it. It's not a problem. You're going down to the rail first, coming back up table. He just shot the wrong shot there. That was not a good shot.
Again, it seems like...
I glanced over my shoulder at that ball, and I saw the exact angle he had. He could have shot either one, and he shot the wrong one.
I think his concentration is just not where it should be at this point. For whatever reason. I'm looking at his body language. He seems frustrated. He seems rushing it a little bit.
He seems like he's making quicker decisions, like when he jumped on that combination in the previous round.
It's not his usual pace.
He's usually much more measured in his decisions,
Use that 9 to create an angle for the 4.
Now
the 6 on.
Well,
the 6 is on.
That turned out nicely, didn't it?
Yes, it did. All you have to do is make the 4 anyway.
That's a little bit of luck there. Gets straight in on the 4 and lines up the combo. Got lucky there.
Yep. Well, you know, luck is something you create for yourself. I'm a big believer in that. Once again, this is not what he wanted to be. He wanted to be a little bit straighter on that combo and closer. He didn't want to be there.
I feel like he just shouldn't even run that to the top rail. Like he should have cinched it instead.
Yes, I'm watching him, and again, his body language is reading frustration, if nothing else. He's a bit jittery, a bit fast. The 6-9 combo is on. He's measuring that right now.
It's a pretty simple combo.
And he missed. He rattled it.
Did you see?
Did he get lucky?
Did you see him pull the cue as he came through? He put a funny stroke on that.
He
tried
did.
to push it.
And you see, he got lucky and believe, and he sort of tapped the table to tell Ernesto, "Hey, I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to do that." Ernesto wanted to hit it from the bottom so that he leaves the cue ball on the bottom of the table, pushes the 6 ball out, but that
I think he hit the wrong side of that ball.
I think so too.
I think he wanted to hit the top side.
I think so too. Power shot.
Nicely done. And I like that instead of choosing to get the speed right to float it in the middle of the table, he just powered it all the way around deep into that corner. Make sure it dodged the corner pocket. That's good.
I think Vilmos many times sort of goes with what the table gives him in regards to speed. He doesn't force things, and then he gets in trouble. Shots like this. Look how fast he's down on that 9 ball. It didn't take a moment to even look at it. Yeah. He didn't take a moment to look at it. That's why he missed it. And he just gave it to Ernesto. He dogged that, allowing Ernesto to take the lead for the first time. I don't think he even looked at the line of that 9 ball to the pocket.
That was very much unlike, I don't know what's going on, but
he was frustrated that he missed that he bumped into that 9 and then didn't take a moment to look at it.
He didn't take any time to look at that 8 either. He just jumped on that shot.
Notice, and even the break, look, he's just, okay, I'm going to get up and break, and whatever happens, happens. 1 swing, 1 back swing, 1 forward swing. He left himself okay on the 2. He makes the 1 ball every single time in that side pocket, and because he's leaving the cue ball low, he's getting...
he doesn't have an unreasonable position here. He can get on the 4. The 5 can give him just whatever angle he wants on the 6. And coming straight across the table off the 6, he can actually go right between the 7-9 and shoot the 7 in that left corner pocket.
The problem is that the 7 doesn't clear the 8 at this point. So he wants it in the other corner pocket, yes. You have a better vantage point. Does it clear the 9 from where you're sitting?
No, I don't
7?
think so, no. Into the side pocket? No.
Yeah, no.
Well, he's looking at it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at, yeah. Now he's looking to put the 7 behind the 9, maybe.
I think he needs to give himself a nice angle on this 6 and roll right between the 7-9. You know, it's hard to get in a bad spot there if you just hit it with good speed.
Right.
If you hit it hard, this is interesting.
This is it, yeah. You know, he likes the inside the English 2 rails. He might want to come behind the 9, come behind the 8 and the 9 and graze him. Yeah, see, he loves that inside the English, float behind them.
See, I don't like anything
so
about
something
that. He's
that
going to play
we
No, he's going to play the combination he looked at.
Again, yeah.
The 7-9 combo.
Yeah.
He looked at it.
He did.
I just don't think it was a particularly wise way to go. He might win the rack, but...
Yeah, no, he's not happy.
could just play safe here.
He might play it as a two-way shot. Hit the 7 into the 9. 7 goes towards the top rail. Cue ball stays on the bottom rail. Off the 8.
Might just be rolling. He's hit that. Yeah.
Yep. See?
Go for the win.
Yep.
If you have an open shot, go for the win, right?
3-3. Notice that right now the percentage rate is virtually identical.
It'll change in a second.
Yep. We're looking at about 61% to Vilmos and 39% for Ernesto at this point.
I still think that's... I still think that's a kind of a bizarre percentage. And now we went from a race to 7 at 0-0 to a race to 4 at 0-0, and that percentage is the same? The shorter the race, the tighter it should get.
Yeah, but...
Among good
no,
players.
it's not the same. Did they start at 61? No, it was 51-49 when we started. Now it's 61.
Oh.
Yeah. Ernesto doesn't like that one ball. It's married to the rail just before the pocket.
Well, he's got nothing good here.
No.
And you know what? He should just shoot the 1-9 combo and use low right on the cue ball and come right back up here towards the 3. Like, come behind the 3.
He's looking at that. That's exactly what he's looking at right now.
If you hit the shot reasonably, the one ball stays down there and you get to play safe behind. Is he going to play the carom instead?
No, he's gonna. No, he's trying for that 9, but he hit too much of the ball.
That one ball is almost frozen.
It came off the rail.
That one ball is frozen, and you never do that, ever. That's just a brain fart. He just made a mistake there. But if you have to fan a ball that thin to create the angle you want, it's frozen on the rail. Any degree of mishit, and you get the double kiss like you got there, you have to play the combo and just bring the cue ball back.
Vilmos is looking to come underneath that 3, between the 3 and the rail.
Just he just wants to go between the 5-7 there. Yeah. But he hit it pretty nicely.
And the 3 clears the 8 into the pocket, so if he can bring the cue ball back to where he is, he's going to use the cue ball to mark where he is. Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's going to shoot the 3 in the top corner.
You're right.
This is a pretty simple rack.
Right. Everything's in the open. Nothing's touching.
He's got his option here, but he's going to go 2 rails out of the top corner and go between the 4-7. Try to stop it right about there for the corner. Didn't hit it hard enough.
Nope.
Tentative. You see how he...
Yeah, I see he marked where he wanted to be on the rail, but...
Still got a shot.
He's got a shot. He's looking at that 5 into the side.
Yeah, that was always the plan. It's not a big deal. You just have to float this down nicely, and he's fine. He's good at that. He is definitely good at those shots.
The mark of the pro is not whether they get in or out of line. It's how they recover from getting out of line.
Yeah, everybody gets out of line. Everybody gets out of line multiple times in a rack. I'm surprised at that shot.
Again, he doesn't mind letting the cue ball loose and do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Plus, if he makes that 7 anywhere, that 8 is open, and the 8 guarantees a 9. So.
Sure, but
yeah,
pretty easy to leave yourself a funky angle too.
Sure.
Going all the way around the table like that.
Sure, but that could also be his way of getting over his nerves. Getting a little loose, hitting it at speed, saying this is what I hit.
Knowing that you've been tentative thus far, so start striking them firmly with confidence.
Perfect. That puts the match at 4-3. And I think it's Ernesto's break. No, it's Vilmos' break. So if he breaks and runs here, there's a chance to get up 5-3.
Yeah, those percentages make sense. Those percentages make sense. 4-3, Vilmos breaking. Yeah. Look at that cue ball. You see that? The cue ball wanted to go straight down the table again. It got kicked up into the corner pocket. Letting the cue ball slide down the table. They've both done it whole match. Interesting. I'm surprised neither one of them has made a reasonable compensation for that. They both keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. That was sort of strange where Ernesto put the cue ball when he had ball in hand.
No, it's fine. I mean, you have a lot of options there. It just kind of comes down to what you're comfortable with when you have that many options. And he just didn't want to think about it too much.
Poke stroke,
yeah, just a little poke stroke to control the line nicely.
It seems to me also that Ernesto sort of found his stride in this right now. Vilmos is frustrated, but Ernesto is playing his speed to a T.
Well, not many things get Ernesto out of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
He's always been real good at that.
He has such a vast experience and knowledge when it comes to this game and tournaments and playing, and he knows how to pace himself very, very well.
Now he's got that in-betweener shot. You float this and get a decent cut, or you bring it all the way across. He's going to float it.
You think he'll fly? I think he'll cross it. Yeah, see.
Oh, came out.
Let it out.
I don't like that. He didn't like it
He's
either.
off the rail, but it'll do.
He didn't like it either. You saw him jump up.
4-4. We have ourselves a race to 3. This is turning out to be one of the more exciting matches. Notice that now we're back to the same odds that we had at the beginning of the match.
Mm-hmm.
So Fargo rate in a race to 3 says Vilmos just has the edge. This is, one ball to any direction, and anyone can win.
Alternate break, though. Alternate break.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Kamui Products and Cheqio. Don't forget to look both of them up at the booth at the Expo. CSI for putting on this event, the Swanee, the J. Swanson Memorial. Well, when you make 4 balls on the break, this becomes a game of 5 ball instead of 9 ball. The clicking sound you hear, I'm a photographer, so on occasions I will take photos of the match. You'll see them probably at in Billiards Digest online if you look on Facebook. Uh-oh. Not the roll he wanted, not at all. I mean, he got lucky, but that's not the roll he wanted.
Yeah, he's in good shape. Or you just pop that in lightly and get straight on the 8.
And that's what he's doing. This is a float down.
You know what? I punch this out to the rail. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just let it come back out.
Ernesto takes a quick advantage.
He does a little... Something Ernesto has always done on those rail shots and a few other shots, but mainly on those rail shots, you notice that he lines up on him real square with like a little pokey stroke, and then when he hits it, he kind of flips the tip of the cue up in the air.
Yeah.
He's always done that, and I've never seen him miscue.
No, I know.
But he's always got that motion.
When he hits it true, and only then the tip goes up.
It's a strange idiosyncrasy to have for a player as accomplished as he is. When you're supposed to stay down and hit through the ball, but he does that all the time in those shots. I wonder if there's some kind of methodology he thinks is correct there. It works for him obviously, so I can't complain.
I actually tend to think
it's just interesting
what it comes down to. Certain players play. They started maybe when they were kids and they couldn't swing it the right way, so they have a pokey shot. They poke at the ball every time and they just make balls. But it looks sort of pokey. And they go, I started there. He can make this and just...
Hold on. This could be...
float down next to the 8 ball.
This is a big swing here.
Yeah?
This is a big swing. Oh, no.
A little bit more? No, he just cleared it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just cleared it.
I would have run that all the way down in the corner against the head rail. I would have played it to where he's at now. Because of exactly that right there.
The problem is that the 3 doesn't clear the top pocket, so he may play up above it.
You know what? I'd say use inside and spin down between the 3 and the rail. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
see, now he decided to do that, and it's beautiful.
Perfect.
I go the other way. I try to spin down between the 3 and the rail, because if you miss it, you're bumping the 3 out towards the side pocket, you're open. If you brush the top of the 3, going his route, that's
How do
lovely.
you hit that?
That's lovely.
No, it's not. No.
But if you brush the top of the 3, going above it like he did, you push it towards the 5, which means you may wind up with a carom, or you may be completely locked up.
Right.
So, and this is really unfortunate here.
How do you play? Do you play the short rail on this? I think that's what he's doing. He's playing the short rail.
I don't know how much of that ball you can see. So.
Right. See, he was hoping it's a poke and hope kind of shot.
I think I go the other direction with it. You have the 4 ball's much closer to the pocket, and the cue ball has a chance to come all the way out to shoot the 5 on the side. I don't like going that way. But they're just moving quickly, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's interesting because normally Vilmos's matches take a little bit longer. He's not a fast shooter. Neither is Ernesto for the most part.
Yeah. Well,
not like Rodney Morris, 20 seconds per match.
Yeah, if he just fans this down, he gets free shape.
See?
Look at how good he hits those shots.
Beautiful.
Doesn't he hit those beautifully?
Beautiful.
So Vilmos and Bo Runnigan, examples of guys who have very modern pool technique, and they square up the ball so well that way that when they need to roll something at medium pace with a perfect cut, they just square them up perfectly on line and really roll them down nicely. All the older players' techniques, like some guys came across the ball a little inside out, some guys came across the ball a little outside the in, some guys came down into the ball more. But if you miss hit very slightly with any of those old-fashioned techniques, it changes everything.
It's also...
And with this modern technique that came out of Europe predominantly, continental Europe, with this technique, you're just dead square on the balls and shooting straight down the line over and over and over. So you can line up those long shots and fan balls down really accurately.
It's also interesting sort of to see Vilmos that brought a young European technique and Ernesto old school American
very much
type of pull.
There it is. And of course you roll it with a little bit of right, so you're coming straight into the 9 instead of across it. You hear that, Louis Ulrich, if you're listening?
5-5. We have ourselves a race to 2. This is shaping up to be an interesting match.
Has Rob been in the booth all day?
I don't know.
Nope, looks like they're taking a break.
I was commentating with Lucky Luke earlier on, but from Kamui. I want to remind you the national champions.
That's what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
I'm finishing a chicken finger. Thank you very much. Trying hard to hide that fact.
See the advertisement there for the BCA Pool League. The up in Vegas, their big event. July 20th, 23rd, right? This is
yes.
It's a hell of a thing to go to. It is fantastic.
If
it really is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. And it's a chance to play amateurs. It's a chance to play pros. It's a chance to get into mini tournaments.
And the Rio's a great place to go, great place to stay, and it's really convenient. It's a great event.
And the best buffet in Vegas for those
That's
of
what
you
I
who don't
hear,
know.
actually.
The Rio,
especially the seafood. They say a seafood buffet there is fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I hear that a lot. I've never been. All right, here we go.
2-2 race.
Vilmos beautifully clean out there. This is really important. This is really important, and he's got something on that 2. He's got a shot on the 2 in the top corner.
He does. The 4, however, doesn't pass that 9 and is not in a straight angle for that combo.
Is there a carom or is it too close?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have a different vantage point on that 4-9.
It's hard to tell. You know what, the combination?
The combination, he has to do that.
But this is the important shot, and we're trying to get some kind of good angle on that 3 is tough. Oh, this is what he didn't want. This is what he didn't
on
want.
the rail.
Yeah, it's okay because he's just going to come across for the combination anyway. Then.
Right. And for those of you who don't know, he's been eyeing that combination from the moment he broke. He went to see exactly the angle he needs.
He hit that nicely. Do you see how well he stayed down on that and just waited for the ball to come all the way through the shot, come off the rail?
Now he's looking at the angle. This may be a fast rack. Just like that. Oof. Just like that.
It's a good shot. It's a good shot. And that puts Ernesto on the hill.
The tides have turned. Ernesto's on the hill. But Vilmos is breaking. And he knows it too.
This is going to be important. Oh, nothing's heading
to one ball.
The one ball goes.
And at the last second, it's always that last ball rolling.
It was a poorly struck rack. You see the cue ball popping around, and the balls didn't come apart.
Everything is sort of, aside from the 4, everything is below the center pocket. Do you push or do you jump?
I avoid jumping, but I think he has to.
He has to, right? Because if he pushes...
He's got a wide open pocket and a chance to have a shot on the 3.
And if he pushes, he's going to leave Ernesto with a chance of a good safety that he doesn't want.
And as I'm sure a lot of the listeners out there have heard me say many times, the problem when good players are playing against each other is anything you push out to that you want back, your opponent won't give you. You know, he wants that shot too.
Right.
So it's a clean jump.
Vilmos is getting his jump cue out.
Yeah.
When all the other odds, when you calculate the odds, what are the odds of a push? What are the odds of a jump and making it? And that's what he's looking at. He's looking at the odds.
Well.
And Vilmos also wants to make sure that after the jump, he doesn't leave himself with no shot on that 3 ball.
Well, and again, here's the danger in jumping. If it slips forward, he gets in trouble. If it holds up backwards, he gets an easy shot on the 3. Slips forward.
And look at that, he scratched, yes. He scratched, giving ball in hand.
But you have
to
to do it. I mean, and that's if he bounces a little differently and
he wouldn't
pops
be
that
there.
ball right on the hole, the cue ball
there.
scoots back 6 inches. He's got an easy out. So you have to shoot that.
Do you think that Ernesto sort of wants to just leave the cue ball there and shoot in between the 5 and 8 at that 3 ball, or come below the 5 where he's putting the cue ball right now?
No, you want to shoot the 3 from above the 5, the side of the table, from the top end of the table.
Yeah, see, I think
this
he
I
wants
like.
to just.
This I like, right here. Yep. You just pop the 2 in, slide the cue ball over a foot and a half.
There.
That's
between the 5 and the 8.
That's it.
Just like I said. And that way he has no traffic going to the 4.
All you need to do here is come 2 rails out below the 7 is preferable, so you leave yourself a nice angle on the 4.
Just like that.
And he might get too straight. Hold on. He's okay, but he got a little funny. He's okay.
He may be able to draw. No, he's punching it forward. Taking the 5 off 2 rails.
This looks good.
Yes, this looks very good. Float down.
You see that determination?
Yeah.
You see that determination? How his face just got a little more steely.
You know, it's that determination that you're talking about, which I don't see in Vilmos. Right now. Yeah. He's just, he looks defeated, sitting in his chair.
As long as you got a little down angle on the 7, looks good. Looks good.
That'll be perfect. Bounce off the rail, do nothing to the cue ball. Just make that 7 with forward motion, and you've got a good angle on that 8. You know, I think it's an in-betweener between a stop and between a forward.
He's going to go forward. Ooh.
No, see, he must stop it. Yeah.
Oh, no. That's trouble.
Not on the 9. Well, no, okay. You know what?
He's got the bottom side.
Yeah. Bottom. Make it in the top corner and
got it. Even if he had come off that 6 and left himself way too much angle, he can go down off the 7.
Yeah.
And go 3 rails around above the 8. He does a bad shot.
There you go. Look at that.
Look at
Villmos is going to give it to him. There it is. Villmos just gave it.
Well, I'd say honestly in that match, besides one